With EAFC 24 just around the corner, there's a brand new addition to this year's game that I think is going to be crucial. I am referring to Playstyles. This is basically EA Sports reinvented traits that we had in other FIFAs, like your finesse shots, your as of the foot shots. But this time around, we've got a lot more variety in the actual Playstyles and something called Playstyle Plus. The gold icons you see on the right hand side are Playstyle Pluses. These are an enhanced version of the actual playstyle itself. For example, long ball pass here, you get a more accurate travel faster and more difficult to intercept with just the unique playstyle, but with the plus option, it's even more accurate, even more faster, and even more, you guessed it, difficult to intercept. And what makes me think that Playstyle Plus is going to be absolutely insane this year, and maybe potentially overpowered at the start until EA end up like tweaking it and nerfing it, is only a small selection of players have specific playstyle pluses. For example, the big man CR7, yes, he's been nuked down to an 86 rated. It looks like he's slowly dropping off, still has crazy shooting, but being real, he's had a big downgrade. But one thing he does have going in his favour, apart from being Cristiano Ronaldo, is he has a Playstyle Plus. If you look on the left-hand side of the card, you see a little icon. That is basically a sign that this card has a Playstyle Plus. Now, if we look at Ronaldo's playstyles, we can see a few are selected. He's got Power Header, we've got Flair, we've got Acrobatic, we've got Aerial and Trivela, and the golden highlighted one is the Power Shot. So Power Shot's default playstyle performs Power Shots faster and with increased speed, which isn't bad. Power Shots last year were good. By the way, those of you that don't know what Power Shot is, it's essentially holding out both bumpers. The one where it kind of zooms in on your player and they rifle it in the back of the net with serious speed. But the plus version of this playstyle performs them much faster, which I think could be crazy at the start of the game. I don't obviously know. We've not actually tried out Ronaldo on the brand new game as of yet. But if it is significantly faster and you're able to get the shots off a lot quicker than a lot of other cards, he could be so deadly. Picture this, your opponent's playing a 5-back and there's so many bodies in the box. Ronaldo finds that little bit of space, receives the ball at his feet. With the Power Shot Plus playstyle, we're able to get a power shot off so quickly that it rifles in the back of the net and no one's blocking it. Of course, these are just examples. I don't know how quick it's going to be. It could be a matter of milliseconds though with EA, but let's hope it's probably going to be something decent. Now, another card I want to touch upon is Adeyemi. He's in about 99.9% of starter squads, probably yours and mine, and if you pack him, you're going to be absolutely chuffed at the start of the game. Another thing that is making this man even more desirable and overpowered, not just his 96 pace, is the fact that he is a Playstyle Plus. If we look at Adeyemi's playstyles, we've got Chip Shot, Flair, Rapid, Acrobatic, Aerial, and a little so-called Quick Step. Now, if we look at Quick Step here on the left, you can see it accelerates faster during explosive sprint. Our boy Adeyemi has a mostly explosive accelerate run style. So if we partner that with his 96 pace and the Quick Step Plus version, which accelerates significantly faster during explosive sprint, this man is going to be rapid. What is also crazy is he has the rapid playstyle, which allows him to reach a higher sprint speed while dribbling, which is great. He's got 4-star skills as well, already crazy pace and Quick Step, and has a reduced chance of an error when sprinting or performing knock-ons. This man is going to be ridiculous. And to make it even more insane, these 8 players on the screen are the only cards in the game to have the Quick Step Plus playstyle. So he's in some pretty insane company here, being Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Diaby, Davies, cards that you essentially assume would be overpowered in FIFA games. Also Rodman. She looks mad, by the way. Just by looking at it in paper, I have a feeling this playstyle combination is going to be crazy overpowered and desirable, which could definitely add a serious premium to these cards. They probably already were going to get a serious premium. Like Diaby was already going to be expensive. Mbappe, probably 2 more plus at this point. Vinny Jr., Rodman, super high in demand cards. And unfortunately for us who had Adeyemi in our starter teams, I think he might just be a little bit of a level above. Now let's take a look at Jules Koundé's card. It looks crazy on paper. 85 rated, great pace, great defending, physicals, dribbling's really nice for a centre half. Great links as well, and we know for a fact he's going to be overpowered at the start of the game. Now heading over to FootBin, for some reason FUT.gg wasn't loading the playstyles for Koundé, but he's got a certain playstyle plus called Jockey, which I think could be absolutely insanely overpowered for defenders / CDMs at the start of the game. So the 2 defensive playstyles that truly do catch my eye are Intercept and Jockey. Now Intercept sounds great on paper, increased reach and improved chances of retaining possession of the ball when performing interceptions. You ever have that situation in the game where you almost make the block, almost get the interception, but it's that far away and your opponent gets in a goal and bags it? That playstyle will definitely help or restrict that happening to you. Now the Jockey playstyle is essentially increased jockeying speed, which is essential for defenders, especially ones that already have decent dribbling stats. Now Koundé has the Jockey Playstyle Plus, which is an even more increased max speed of jockeying and greatly improves transition speed from jockey to a sprint, which could be insane. Like if you're jockeying your opponent and want to sprint and make a tackle, Koundé is going to be so much quicker than the majority of defenders in the game. To go alongside his already amazing dribbling, great pace and solid defending stats, this whole package can make him super overpowered. I think strictly for centre backs, Jockey's probably the most desirable playstyle plus. Intercept sounds also incredible, and I probably would say if you could have a CDM with that playstyle plus, you're absolutely in dreamland. And of course, being an Arsenal fan, I had to have a bit of Arsenal bias in here, but my boy Martin Odegaard, the playmaker, up to 87 rated, very, very decent starter card. And he has a playstyle plus. That playstyle plus is incisive passing. Incisive pass playstyle means your passes travel faster along the ground without impacting the trapping difficulty of the receiver. Definitely sounds very technical, doesn't it? Essentially what that means, if you do a driven pass, for example, RB&A, in previous games, depending on how much power you put in that pass, your player receiving the ball might have been able to trap it and take it under control quick enough. With Martin Odegaard's incisive pass playstyle plus, his passes along the ground have so much more accuracy and power and pace, and less of an issue for your player receiving that pass. It's going to be a game changer for breaking the press, breaking through your opponent's defense, especially if they're kind of like stacked around the midfield and you need an incisive pass to split the lines, get your wingers involved. Martin Odegaard is going to be the go-to for that. So to round this up real quick, playstyles alone I think are going to be crazy overpowered at the start of the game. Make sure to be looking at cards, identifying which playstyles they have before selecting them for your starter teams. If you're lucky enough to get a card with a playstyle plus, for example, maybe see which ones are the most overpowered in the game, see which ones work most for your playstyle. One thing I will say as well, playstyles are definitely going to have an impact on pricings of cards, especially the crazy overpowered playstyle pluses, like the power shot with Ronaldo potentially. Even though his card's not as good, it might be a little bit more expensive purely because of that playstyle. And it's a brand new game, we don't really know fully what to expect. For all we know, it could be like Lengthy last year, where it was the biggest trend. You come up against Haaland, Sorlofs, all those boys at the start of the game, purely because Lengthy was so overpowered. We could enter the game, find out incisive pass is absolutely broken, and EA end up nerfing it. Now, if you want to have a little look at the playstyles yourself, do head over to the EA website. I'll leave the link in the description down below. You can scan them, have a little look. But one thing I will say is worth doing before the web app release and the game release, hop onto Footbin, foot.gg, scan through and find playstyles that you think are going to be very good. Identify cards that have unique playstyles, like Szoboszlai, for example. He has the playstyle plus of dead ball. Essentially, he's going to be an absolute demon from set pieces, which could make him super unique and overpowered at the start of the game. But in my opinion, the ones to really look out for are incisive pass here. I'm a big fan of the rapid playstyle partnered with Quickstep, Adeyemi, Dembele, Mbappe, Rodman, for example, I think are going to be crazy at the start of the game. Intercept, Jockey, both look fantastic in regards to CDM slash centre backs. I believe we also had power shot and also finesse shot for shooters, actually. I haven't not touched on a finesse shot. Let's scroll up and have a little look. There's so many, by the way. So many. You perform finesse shots quicker. They can be super clutch, especially if you're in difficult angles of the box and you want to kind of bend it in the top corner. Having that trait or playstyle, it'll take me a while to say playstyles over traits, could be super important. But nevertheless, it's definitely something to think about building up your first EAFC 24 Ultimate team. Let me know down below which playstyle you're going to keep an eye out for and how excited you are for the brand new game with 2 days away from the web app. I cannot contain my excitement. Content is going to be crazy. And thank you for the recent support, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later.